Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be incredibly exciting for coin collectors and treasure hunters because we are counting down the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 10 new pence coins. Some of these famous British coins may look ordinary at first glance, but certain years, mint conditions, rare errors, and special varieties can make them worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. So before you spend your old coins, make sure to watch this video carefully because one of these rare treasures could already be hiding in your collection. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom's 10 new pence coin from 1980, especially those found in rusty and heavily damaged condition. Many people ignore old damaged coins because they appear worn out, dirty, or corroded. However, some collectors believe that even damaged vintage coins can still carry surprising value depending on their rarity, history, mint quality, and collector demand. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1980 10 new pence, its unique features, why some damaged examples still attract attention at auctions, and how much these coins can sell for in dollars today. Make sure you stay until the end because some rare error pieces and unusual damaged examples have shocked collectors with unexpected prices. The United Kingdom introduced the 10 new pence coin after decimalization in 1971. Before decimal currency, Britain used a complicated monetary system involving shillings and pence. The new decimal system simplified British currency and made calculations easier for everyday transactions. The 10 new pence became one of the most recognized circulating coins in the country during the 1970s and 1980s. The 1980 10 new pence coin was struck during the reign of Elizabeth II. At that time, millions of these coins were produced for circulation across the United Kingdom. Because of the high mintage numbers, most ordinary examples are not considered extremely rare. However, condition plays a major role in value. Coins that survived decades in circulation often became scratched, faded, bent, rusty, or environmentally damaged. Interestingly, collectors sometimes search for unusual damaged examples, especially if the damage creates a unique appearance or if the coin also contains minting errors. The 1980 10 new pence coin has several interesting design features that make it recognizable to collectors. The obverse side displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait are the traditional royal inscriptions representing the monarch's title. The reverse side features the crowned lion standing on top of the royal crown, which symbolizes strength and British heritage. The words 10 pence and the year 1980 are clearly shown underneath the design. The coin was originally made from cupronickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance and durability for daily circulation. One important thing to understand is that genuine rust on a 10 new pence coin is unusual because cupronickel does not rust like steel. When collectors describe a coin as rusty, it often means the piece has environmental corrosion, dirt buildup, discoloration, chemical damage, or contamination from moisture exposure. Sometimes fake or plated coins may also show unusual reddish-brown corrosion. These damaged surfaces can reduce value in most cases, but certain unusual patterns or rare minting defects may still interest collectors. In normal circulated condition, the 1980 10 new pence coin is very common. Millions were released into circulation, meaning most examples are worth only face value or slightly above it. However, collector demand changes when unusual characteristics appear. For example, coins with off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or dramatic environmental toning may attract buyers. Even heavily damaged examples can become collectible if they tell a story of age and survival. Some collectors enjoy assembling extreme condition coin collections featuring coins recovered from the ground, oceans, fires, or abandoned buildings. Rusty or corroded coins are usually less valuable than clean examples, but there are exceptions. If the damage is paired with a genuine mint error or a scarce variation, the value can rise significantly. Online auction platforms occasionally show damaged British decimal coins selling for surprising amounts simply because two determined collectors compete for ownership. Another factor affecting demand is nostalgia. Many British collectors remember using 10 new pence coins during childhood in the 1970s and 1980s. That emotional connection helps maintain interest in vintage decimal coinage, even for lower-grade pieces. Now let's talk about the auction market value of the 1980 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin in rusty or damaged condition. In most cases, ordinary damaged examples sell for only about $1 to $5 depending on appearance and collector interest. Coins with heavy corrosion, scratches, or bending usually remain at the lower end of the market. Moderately damaged coins with readable dates and decent details may reach around $10 to $20 if sold in collector groups or online auctions. Pieces with unusual toning, dramatic environmental effects, or attractive aging patterns can sometimes exceed those estimates. If a damaged 1980 10 new pence coin also contains a genuine mint error, the value may rise dramatically. Rare error examples have occasionally sold for $50 to $150 or more depending on the severity of the mistaken authentication by experts. Exceptional pieces with unique stories or eye-catching appearances may attract even stronger bidding from specialized collectors. High-grade uncirculated examples without damage are generally more desirable to traditional collectors. Those can sometimes sell for much higher prices than damaged coins, especially when professionally graded. Still, the market for unusual damaged coins continues to grow because collectors enjoy owning one-of-a-kind pieces. If you think you have a 1980 new pence coin with unusual damage or corrosion, the first step is to examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for minting errors, off-center designs, doubled lettering, or unusual textures. These details can make a major difference in value. Avoid cleaning the coin aggressively because harsh cleaning can permanently reduce collector interest. Many beginners damage coins further by using chemicals or metal polish. Next up, the 1969 10 new pence coin in circulated condition. At first glance, this coin may look ordinary, especially when it has scratches, fading, or wear from years of use. But collectors around the world know that some older British decimal coins can attract surprising attention at auctions. In this video, we will uncover the history of the 1969 10 new pence, examine its unique features, discuss collector demand even in damaged or circulated condition, and reveal how much these coins can sell for in dollars today. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries and hidden treasures from pocket change, then this is a video you do not want to miss. The 1969 10 new pence coin was introduced during an important period in British monetary history. The United Kingdom was preparing for decimalisation, a major change in the currency system that officially arrived in 1971. Before decimalisation, British money used shillings and pence in a complicated system. To help people adjust, the Royal Mint released decimal coins early, including the 10 new pence in 1968 and 1969. Interestingly, the 10 new pence coin had the same size and value as the old 2-shilling coin. This helped the public become familiar with decimal currency before the complete transition. The coin was produced in large quantities and circulated widely across the United Kingdom. Because millions were minted, most examples are common today, especially in circulated condition. However, collectors still search for certain varieties, better preserved examples, and coins with unusual errors or historical significance. The 1969 10 new pence coin has several features that make it special for collectors. The obverse side features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. This elegant portrait became one of the most recognized coin designs in British history. Around the portrait are the inscriptions identifying the Queen and the year of issue. On the reverse side, the coin displays the crowned lion standing on top of the royal crown. This powerful design symbolizes British strength and tradition. The words 10 new pence appear below the design. The coin was made from cupronickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance and strong durability. Another interesting detail is the coin's large size compared to modern British coins. Older decimal coins were much heavier and thicker, making them feel more valuable in the hand. Collectors often appreciate these classic large designs because modern coins are much smaller. Now let us talk about rarity and collector demand. In circulated or damaged condition, the 1969 10 new pence is not considered extremely rare because millions were produced. Many examples still survive today in old collections, coin jars, and inherited estates. However, demand remains steady among beginner collectors and fans of British decimal history. Coins with heavy circulation marks, rust-like discoloration, scratches, or worn surfaces are usually worth only a small premium above face value. But some damaged coins still attract attention if they have unusual characteristics. For example, coins with minting errors, double strikes, off-center designs, or unusual toning can sometimes sell for higher prices. Collectors also enjoy building complete date sets of early decimal coins, so even circulated examples can have value. A coin that looks heavily used may still be desirable if it fills a missing spot in a collection. The historical importance of the pre-decimal transition period adds extra interest for numismatists around the world. So, how much is a 1969 United Kingdom 10 new pence worth today in dollars? In normal circulated condition, most coins sell for around $1 to $5 depending on wear and eye appeal. Coins with heavy damage or corrosion may only sell for less than $1. However, coins in extremely fine or uncirculated condition can bring much higher prices. Brilliant uncirculated examples sometimes sell for $15 to $40, especially if preserved in mint sets. Rare error versions can be worth even more at specialized auctions. Auction values also depend on market demand, grading quality, and whether collectors are actively searching for that specific year. Online marketplaces and coin auctions occasionally produce surprising results when two collectors compete for a particularly attractive example. If you are interested in collecting the 1969 10 new pence coin, there are several important tips to remember. First, always check the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual mint errors, strong detail, and attractive toning. Even circulated coins can become valuable if they have unique characteristics. Second, avoid cleaning old coins. Cleaning can scratch the surface and reduce collector value dramatically. Many beginners mistakenly polish coins, but experienced collectors prefer original surfaces even if the coin appears dark or worn. Third, store your coins properly in protective holders or albums to prevent additional damage. Moisture and improper storage can lead to corrosion over time. Finally, research recent auction sales before buying or selling. Coin values can change depending on collector interest and market trends. Watching auction results can help you understand the true value of your collection. The 1969 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin is more than just an old piece of pocket change. It represents an important moment in British history when the country prepared for decimal currency. Even in circulated or damaged condition, these coins continue to attract collectors because of their historical significance, classic design, and connection to Queen Elizabeth II's era. While most circulated examples are affordable, rare errors and high-grade coins can achieve impressive auction prices in dollars. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1969 10 new pence remains an interesting coin worth exploring. Next up, the 1971 10 new pence coin in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may look ordinary, but many collectors around the world are searching for early decimal coins because of their historical importance and growing auction demand. Some rare examples and special varieties of the 1971 10 new pence have surprised collectors with impressive values in dollars, especially when preserved well or linked to unusual minting features. In this video, we will explore the history, design, rarity, collector demand, and the current market value of this famous British coin. The 1971 10 new pence coin holds a special place in British history because it was introduced during the United Kingdom's major decimalisation change. Before 1971, Britain used the old pounds, shillings, and pence system, which had existed for centuries. On Decimal Day, February 15, 1971, the country officially switched to the modern decimal currency system. The 10 new pence coin became one of the first decimal coins used by millions of people across the United Kingdom. The coin was created to replace the old florin coin, which had already carried the same value of 10 pence in the old system. Because of this, the 10 new pence had a large size and heavy appearance compared to modern British coins. Millions were produced for circulation, making it a familiar piece of everyday life during the 1970s. Even though large numbers were minted, collectors today still search for well-preserved early examples from 1971 because they represent the beginning of modern British decimal coinage. The 1971 10 new pence coin has several features that make it attractive to collectors. The obverse side of the coin shows the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. This elegant portrait became one of the most recognized images in British coin history. Around the portrait are the Latin inscriptions identifying the Queen. On the reverse side, the coin displays the crowned lion design, symbolizing strength and royal tradition. The words new pence appear along with the date 1971. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a silver-like appearance and durable structure. It weighs approximately 11.31 grams and has a diameter of over 28 millimeters, making it much larger than the modern 10 pence coin used today. Collectors also pay attention to the condition of the coin. A fine condition coin usually shows moderate wear from circulation, but the major details and designs remain visible. Coins in fine condition are more affordable than uncirculated examples, yet they still hold strong collector interest because of their age and historical importance. Although the 1971 10 new pence was minted in very large numbers, collector demand remains strong for certain examples. Coins with unusual errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or rare minting variations can become highly valuable at auction. Even coins in damaged or heavily circulated condition may attract attention if they contain unusual minting mistakes. Fine condition coins are especially popular among beginner collectors because they offer a balance between affordability and historical value. Many collectors aim to complete full sets of early decimal coins from the 1970s, increasing demand for the 1971 issue. Over the years, interest in British decimal coins has continued to grow internationally, especially among collectors in the United States and Europe. Auction houses and online marketplaces have also increased awareness of these coins. Videos and social media posts about valuable British coins have encouraged many people to search through old collections and coin jars hoping to discover hidden treasures. While most ordinary 1971 10 new pence coins are common, rare varieties in exceptional condition can sell for surprisingly high prices. Now let's talk about the auction market value in dollars. A normal 1971 10 new pence coin in fine circulated condition is generally worth between $1 and $5 depending on appearance and collector demand. Coins with stronger details, less wear, and attractive surfaces may sell for slightly more. Very fine or extremely fine examples can reach values between $10 and $30. Uncirculated examples stored carefully for decades may achieve prices of $50 or higher at auction. However, rare mint errors or unusual varieties are where the real excitement begins. Some error coins have sold for hundreds of dollars, especially when authenticated by professional grading companies. Collectors should remember that coin values change constantly depending on market trends, rarity, condition, and buyer demand. Online auctions sometimes create bidding wars that push prices far above normal catalogue estimates. This is why even an old circulated British decimal coin can occasionally surprise collectors with an impressive final auction result. If you own a 1971 10 new pence coin, there are several important things to check. First, inspect the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual features such as minting errors, doubled letters, off-center strikes, or abnormal shapes. These details may increase value significantly. Second, avoid cleaning the coin. Many beginners think cleaning improves appearance, but collectors usually prefer original surfaces. Cleaning can reduce value because it damages the natural finish of the coin. Third, store the coin safely in a protective holder or coin album. Proper storage prevents scratches, moisture damage, and discoloration. If you believe your coin may be rare or valuable, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service. Finally, stay updated with auction results and collector communities. Coin values can rise over time as demand changes. Watching auctions and studying rare varieties can help you identify valuable coins hidden in ordinary collections. The United Kingdom 1971 10 new pence coin is far more than just an old decimal coin. It represents an important turning point in British monetary history and continues to attract collectors around the world. Even in fine condition, this coin carries historical significance and steady collector demand. While most examples are affordable, rare varieties and mint errors can reach impressive auction prices in dollars. For collectors, the excitement comes from the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could hide an extraordinary value. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or a beginner searching through spare change, the 1971 10 new pence remains a fascinating piece of British coin history worth. Next up, the 1970 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin in black shade condition. At first glance, this coin may look ordinary, worn, or even damaged, but some collectors believe these unusual dark-toned coins could hold surprising value in the auction market. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1970 10 new pence, its special features, why black shade examples attract attention, and how much these coins may sell for in dollars today. Make sure to watch until the end because some rare examples have shocked collectors with their auction prices. The 1970 10 new pence coin was issued during an important period in British currency history. The United Kingdom was preparing for decimalisation, which officially arrived in 1971. Before decimal currency, Britain used shillings and pence in a complicated system, but the introduction of the new pence simplified everyday transactions. The 10 new pence coin was designed to replace the old florin coin, which had already carried a value equal to 10 pence. This coin was produced by the famous Royal Mint and became part of Britain's modern decimal coinage. Millions were struck for circulation, meaning normal examples are usually common today. However, collectors often search for unusual varieties, minting errors, toned surfaces, or damaged conditions that make certain pieces stand out from ordinary circulation coins. The 1970 10 new pence coin has several interesting design features. The obverse side shows the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait, you can see the Latin inscription identifying the Queen. On the reverse side, the coin displays the crowned lion standing on top of the crown, one of the classic British heraldic symbols. Below the design, the words 10 new pence appear along with the year 1970. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance when freshly minted. However, over decades of circulation, storage, humidity, and environmental exposure, some examples develop a dark black shade or deep toning. In many cases, this black appearance comes from oxidation, dirt buildup, chemical exposure, or improper storage. While some collectors see this as damage, others find naturally toned coins visually unique and collectible. Now let's talk about rarity. A standard 1970 10 new pence coin is not considered rare because millions were produced. In heavily circulated or damaged condition, these coins are usually worth only a small amount above face value. However, black shade examples can attract collector interest if the toning looks unusual, natural, or visually dramatic. Some collectors specialize in error coins, toned coins, or coins with unique appearances. A deeply toned black coin may stand out in a collection because no two toned coins look exactly alike. If the dark coloration formed naturally over decades, collectors may consider it an interesting conversation piece. Still, it is important to understand that damaged condition generally lowers a coin's value unless the coin also has a rare mint error or exceptional toning pattern. Scratches, corrosion, cleaning damage, and environmental harm usually reduce demand among professional collectors. The market for these coins depends heavily on eye appeal. A black shade coin with smooth, even toning may attract bids online, while an unattractive damaged piece may have very little collector value. Auction platforms often see mixed results because every collector has different preferences, so, how much is a 1970 United Kingdom 10 new pence black shade coin worth today in dollars? In ordinary circulated condition, most 1970 10 new pence coins sell for around 20 cents to $2 depending on condition and collector interest. Black shade examples with heavy wear or environmental damage may remain in the same price range. However, coins with unusual dark toning, attractive natural coloration, or unique visual appeal sometimes sell for higher prices in online auctions. Some collectors may pay between $5 and $25 for a visually interesting toned example. Exceptional coins with rare minting errors combined with dark toning could potentially bring even higher prices, especially if certified by a professional grading company. It is also important to remember that auction prices can vary greatly. A coin is only worth what a collector is willing to pay at a given moment. Factors such as lighting, photography, rarity perception, and bidding competition can strongly influence final auction results. If you own a 1970 10 new pence coin with a black shade appearance, there are several important things you should do before selling or cleaning it. First, never clean the coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce collector value. Many beginners mistakenly polish old coins, but serious collectors usually prefer untouched original surfaces. Second, examine the coin carefully for mint errors. Look for doubled letters, off-center strikes, unusual shapes, or incorrect metal coloring. A rare error can dramatically increase value. Third, store the coin properly in a dry holder or coin capsule to prevent further environmental damage. Proper storage helps preserve its condition for future collectors. Finally, compare your coin with completed auction sales online. Auction platforms can provide realistic price estimates based on actual buyer demand rather than unrealistic seller listings. The 1970 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin may seem like a common old British coin, but black shade examples continue to spark curiosity among collectors. While most damaged coins are not extremely valuable, unique toning, unusual appearances, and collector demand can sometimes push auction prices surprisingly high. Whether your coin is worth a few cents or several dollars, it remains an interesting piece of British decimal history from an important moment in the nation's currency transition. Next up, the 1975 United Kingdom 10 new pence coin in very fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem common because millions were produced during the decimal era of British currency. However, certain examples with attractive detail, strong surfaces, and unusual preservation have become increasingly desirable in the coin collecting world. In today's video, we will explore the history of the coin, its unique design features, collector demand, rarity in different conditions, and the current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries and hidden treasure stories, make sure to watch until the end because this coin may surprise you. The United Kingdom 10 new pence coin was introduced after Britain changed to the decimal currency system in 1971. Before decimalisation, British currency used shillings and pence in a much more complicated system. The new decimal coins were created to simplify everyday transactions across the country. The 1975 10 new pence coin continued this modern decimal series and became one of the most recognizable coins of the decade. The coin was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse side. During the 1970s, Britain was experiencing major economic and social changes, and these coins circulated heavily in daily life. Because most examples were used constantly in shops, markets, and public transportation, finding a well-preserved 1975 10 new pence coin today can be more difficult than many people expect. The term new pence was used on early decimal coins to help the public adjust to the new currency system. Later issues changed the wording to simply 10 pence, making the earlier new pence versions more historically significant for collectors. One of the most attractive aspects of the 1975 10 new pence coin is its classic British design. The reverse side features the crowned lion standing proudly, which symbolizes strength, royalty, and national pride. The detailed artwork gives the coin a bold appearance that collectors admire even today. The obverse side displays the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait became one of the most famous coin portraits in British history and appeared on millions of coins throughout the Commonwealth. The coin was made from cupronickel, giving it a silver-like appearance and strong durability. It has a large size compared to modern 10-pence coins, which makes it especially attractive to collectors who enjoy heavier vintage coins and very fine condition. The coin still shows moderate wear but retains strong detail in the lion, crown, and lettering. Many collectors prefer very fine examples because they balance affordability with historical character. Coins in this grade often display years of circulation while still preserving much of their original design beauty. Although the 1975 10 pence coin is not considered extremely rare in ordinary circulated condition, collector demand increases sharply for coins with unusual characteristics or better preservation. Damaged examples with minting errors, off-center strikes, or unusual toning can sometimes attract attention from specialty collectors. However, heavily damaged coins with corrosion, deep scratches, or bent surfaces generally sell for lower prices unless they possess a rare mint error. Collectors usually prefer coins with clear dates, readable lettering, and strong design visibility. A damaged coin may still have value if it belongs to a rare variation or contains a striking minting defect. Very fine condition examples are especially popular because many surviving coins from the 1970s have become worn down after decades of circulation. As a result, collectors often compete for cleaner and more attractive examples in auctions and online marketplaces. Now let's talk about the value that collectors are most curious about. A standard 1975 United Kingdom 10 pence coin in ordinary circulated condition is usually worth only a small amount above face value. However, a very fine example with attractive surfaces and strong detail can sell for around $2 to $10 depending on overall eye appeal. Coins with exceptional toning, sharp detail, or certified grading may reach even higher prices in online auctions. Uncirculated examples can sometimes sell for $20 to $60 or more, especially if professionally graded by major coin grading companies. If the coin contains a rare minting error, the auction value may increase dramatically. Certain unusual error coins from the decimal era have sold for hundreds of dollars when collectors compete aggressively. The value also depends on the current coin market, silver-colored coin demand, and collector interest in vintage British decimal currency. Auction websites, coin fairs, and collector forums remain the best places to track changing market prices. If you are searching for a 1975 10 pence coin, always examine the condition carefully before purchasing. Look closely at the lion design, crown details, and Queen Elizabeth portrait. Strong details and fewer scratches usually indicate a better quality example. Avoid cleaning old coins because cleaning can reduce collector value significantly. Natural toning and original surfaces are preferred by experienced collectors. Even a small amount of improper cleaning may leave hairline scratches that decrease the coin's desirability. It is also important to store coins properly. Use protective coin holders, albums, or capsules to prevent future damage. Humidity and moisture can cause discoloration over time, especially if coins are stored carelessly. Collectors should also pay attention to possible mint errors. Off-center strikes, doubled lettering, and unusual metal coloring can increase a coin's value dramatically. Learning how to identify these features can help collectors discover hidden treasures in old coin collections. The 1975 United Kingdom 10 pence coin in very fine condition may not seem extraordinary at first, but its historical importance, classic design, and growing collector interest make it a fascinating piece of British coinage history. Some examples may be worth a few dollars, while rare varieties and exceptional pieces can command much higher prices in the collector market. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this classic British coin, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin discoveries and valuable pocket change stories from around the world.